Hey guys, how you doing? Trucker G here again. Hey, just got off a short 2 week vacation and man, it was nice. I don't know if I'm ready to get back out here. But I do know that I got to stop taking these vacations. It's costing me way too much money. Took one of my Harleys into the Harley shop and wound up walking away with a brand new one. So now I got to stay out here to pay for that thing, right? I got to stop taking vacations. I had somebody on YouTube. They wanted me to do a video on this whole trucking apocalypse thing. I'll just give you my short opinion on it. You know, is this the end of the world for the trucking industry? I don't think so. I really don't. I've been hearing this for years. Hell, I remember years ago I was hearing it was going to be the end of the world for the trucking industry when fuel prices were $1.29 a gallon and everybody wanted to shut their truck down. You know, was I happy about the fuel prices back then? No, not at all. But it is what it is, you know. I'm still driving truck, and hell, that's been over 20 years ago. 2008, you know, fuel prices got up to $5 a gallon, and I made money. I made money. I made money hand over fist. I mean, I slowed the truck down, got better fuel mileage. I was bringing in, well, a little over 50 cents a mile and just fuel surcharge, and was pocketing well, not most of it, but a lot of that money. You know, it paid for all my fuel. That's the great thing about running contract freight. And if you're with a bigger carrier, you know, they're able to get that fuel surcharge. You know, but that's a whole nother video as far as fuel surcharge goes. The big problem we're having right now is the spot market's way down. You know, the rates are way down there. I still run contract freight, so the rates haven't changed for me. Who it's going to hurt? It's going to hurt the small companies that run the spot market. It's going to hurt the independent operators, and that's who it always hurts first. You know, those are the same guys that were doing much better than me last year because they were bringing in money hand over fist. You know, because the rates were so high. But just like with anything, any risk comes reward. Well, with the risk comes risk also, right? I run a contract freight because it's a safe bet for me, you know. But with all that being said, do I think this is the end of the world for the trucking industry? No. As far as the whole trucking apocalypse thing goes, you know, it's just a catastrophic word for the media to use, social media guys to use, to make it, well, to catch your eye, to get you to read their articles. Yeah, like I said, we're in a recession. We're back at the 2016 mark. But is it stopping these large carriers from hiring? No, it's not stopping them from hiring. They're still hiring. So don't let that deter you from trying to get into this industry. I will tell you that they're going to be more selective on who they hire, but I don't necessarily see that to be a bad thing. You know, when the market was doing great, you know, they would hire anybody. You know, maybe we need these companies to be more selective on who they hire. But in short, that's pretty much my outlook on this. The trucking industry, it runs in cycles. You know, it's got its ups and its downs. Right now, we're in a down cycle, and hell, next year after the elections and everything, I don't even want to get into politics, but this is pretty common during an election year coming up, that, you know, the market does, a lot of times it drops. But I see it coming back up. I really do. I mean, don't hold me to it. I'm no genius when it comes to that. I will tell you, I've been doing this 28 years, and I've been hearing for 28 years that this is the end of the world for the trucking industry, and I've yet to see it come. So if you're thinking about getting into trucking, don't let all this media stuff, you know, don't let it deter you. I mean, if you have better options, by all means, go with the better options. You know what I mean? But a lot of us out there don't have better options. You know, some guys out there, you know, your only option is flipping burgers at McDonald's. Are you going to make more money driving truck than you are flipping burgers? Yeah, more likely you are. I mean, I really don't know how you work, you know what I mean? But never let social media or the media or anybody like that stop you from trying to better your life. You know, you can't run around scared forever. With risk comes reward. Like I said earlier, you know. So it is what it is. Right now, would I go with a small carrier? No, I probably wouldn't. You know, it's risky. Would I go out and buy a truck and run independent right now as an owner operator? No, definitely not. But would I let this? Am I going to let this whole trucking apocalypse hype make me stop driving truck and find another job? Right now, I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing no downturn in the kind of money I'm bringing home. And you know, I might later on it might get worse. I really don't know. But I made it through 2008, and this is nowhere near 2008. All right, I'm just gonna keep going in circles as usual. That's kind of just what my thoughts are on it. Y'all be safe out there. Thanks for listening.